Alright, first and foremost, my boys, I'm sorry that this review is late. I've been busy doing some other stuff that has been really important. But anyways, guys, I also got a new camera. So everywhere I go, it focuses. Because that was like the main issue that I had with my old DSLR. So I should continue to stay focused no matter how I move it. I'm super excited about that. But anyways, guys, let's hop into this review. Yo, what is going on, my husbandos and waifus? My name is HERMSAUR and welcome to another review for you guys. Today, we are reviewing Black Clover, episode number 19. Now, this is finally pretty much the end of the dungeon arc, the very first dungeon arc where they meet Mars and they fight Mars. This is where Mars gets destroyed. This is actually when we see YUNO do not only the finest of work, that he can actually prove that he's just as powerful, if not more powerful, than Asta despite the negation magic. Though I'm very curious if Asta will be able to defeat YUNO's magic with his sword. I'm curious about that because we haven't seen these two fight against each other in a long time. We see that YUNO also has unlocked some type of pixie fairy from his book that came from the scroll. Actually, this is one big difference that I've noticed from the manga versus the anime. I did not know time actually stopped unless it was mentioned somewhere and I didn't pay attention. But I didn't know time stopped as he summoned that fairy to break the diamond around him and to break the diamond sword that Mars had. I thought everything was just happening so quick or time just slowed down. But at that instance, time literally stopped. I believe the reason why YUNO was able to unlock that is because he unleashed his inner power and inner feelings to protect Asta, because Asta was pretty much gone and dead, and as the sword was coming down on him, that's when YUNO was able to come in. Ultimately, the main thing that happened in the story was YUNO defeated Mars at the very end. Even though Asta was the one that defeated Mars twice, YUNO defeated him the last time when he was, I don't know if I could say he was at his full strength, because Asta was able to remove the fire magic or the fire healing magic that Mars had upon himself with the power of the new sword that he borrowed water magic from Noelle. But YUNO ultimately was the reason why Mars 100% went down. But for me, I feel like the most important thing about this episode was the reaction that Klaus had. At the very end, Klaus hugged YUNO and Asta, saying, "I'm sorry that I looked down upon you guys. I'm sorry that I felt this certain way because you guys were not noble and you guys were not royalty. I looked down on you because you're commoners. But from seeing this fight, I think very highly of you." And seeing that from Klaus, and from the very first time we meet Klaus to before this episode, I always thought Klaus was such a dick. Klaus always looked down upon everyone if they were just commoners. And here we are seeing YUNO and Asta change the mind of a noble. Even Noelle says, "Asta, you are the first commoner that me, a noble, has recognized." And we're starting to see that shift where maybe these two are going to change the world. Also, we gotta look into Mimosa's healing magic power. Mimosa is freaking powerful if she's able to heal that many people, that big of an injury. We see that Asta was stabbed in the stomach. I bet his internal organs are pretty much fucked, but Mimosa saved him. That's crazy. Same thing with Noelle. Noelle was badly injured. Mimosa was able to heal her up. Also, this is one of the first episodes in a very long time that we see YUNO show some expression besides him just being dead inside. And you can totally see the bromance, right? The bromance between Asta and YUNO. This episode was pretty much just a finish up, like the final touches of that fight. One thing that is also very important that I forgot to mention was the flashbacks that Mars had. Mars actually went through the full flashback. He has a childhood friend, I think her name is Fauna, and they were pretty much fighting against each other and allegedly killed her. But I wonder, because we see that Mars had this diamond-esque power, but he also has that fire power. I wonder if he got that fire power from Fauna, his childhood friend, after he defeated her. So, I mean, his flashbacks, even though we kind of saw it come full circle, there's going to be more. as a manga reader, I will tell you guys there's definitely going to be more of Mars and that flashback. We also see that his teammate has actually saved Mars from the collapsing building. Even though the Diamond Kingdom was the bad guys in this arc, in this dungeon, they care about their teammates as well, and they're not bad people. They're just going through a lot because their kingdom is falling apart, their kingdom is poor, and the Clover Kingdom is thriving. I feel like the Clover Kingdom, because of the status and how they're viewing people like commoners and etc., they want to exclude everyone rather than uniting as a whole. And I feel like the Diamond Kingdom has to somehow unite with the Clover Kingdom to be able to rise from the ashes, because just like they were saying, man, like they're finally able to provide food for their families, and that's the most important part of the reason why they took over this dungeon. They wanted to take care of their family. But also, we could also see that there's also some dark stuff happening in the Diamond Kingdom, at least from what we saw so far. So we will see if we will get to see more of the Diamond Kingdom, which of course we are. But anyways, guys, that is my review for Black Clover. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys go ahead and drop a like for me, because that would help me a lot. I'm sorry, like I said, that this is really late. Man. I wish I could tell you guys what I'm doing, but I'll talk about that in a later feature. It has nothing to do with this channel. It's just so fucking frustrating. Oh my god.